This week's edition of Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And as the school year is coming to an end, and now all of you parents have that wonderful job coming up ahead, planning for vacations, planning for trips, planning on how to keep the kids occupied all summer. While you're stressing out on doing all that planning, make sure there's one thing you don't stress out on, and that's keeping yourself in good shape. And one of the best things you can do to keep in shape is to keep yourself well hydrated. And the best product, of course, to do that with is that one product that has all of that great water taste, yet none of those dreaded water calories. So that way you have more energy for all these trips and all the kids. The one, the only Diet Water. This product's only available in stores where it's sold. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone wise on this island earth. This Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, your host here for Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is Monday night, so Virgil is behind the counter. He's our caramel cyborg, our on staff soda jerk. He has all the specials going, including our bonbons being half off. Bonnie's behind the counter to help out as well. Tori is over here. Yeah, over here ready to take you to your favorite table or booth, or maybe you're part of the fun bunch that wants to sit at the serving counter and spin around on the red foam top stools. Wherever you sit, wherever you go, make sure you get yourself your orders in and get yourself ready to go because it's time once again for us to venture into this very challenging mystery, Agatha Christie's classic, Death on the Nile.
Yeah. So let's see. Last time we have wrapped up Jane Royce's plot line of out on her own investigating the spider. Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
So she's on the boat now. We have no, we finished that part last week, didn't we? And we finished. So she and Hercule Poirot have teamed up officially this time and we're now bouncing between the two characters and their roles. We finished going through all of the cabins as Ms. Royce. We have four hanging objects to deal with. That would be the pocket watch in Cordelia's room, a parrot that we need to get peanuts for so we can get into a box in Ms. Adelaide's room. Her initials were AA. Our author has some stains that show that there used to be bottles in there, and we don't know where those went, and a record player in Tim Adelaide or Adelard's room that we don't have the parts for. So now we're going around as Poirot and asking people questions, and we started with Cordelia, and the game maker's design came full force as we immediately got a very, very informative cutscene. We know where Jacqueline was last night, and it was not shooting Lynette.
Yep. Hey, Critwitch, good to have you joining us here early for all of the fun and history solving.
Yeah.
So we got a whole bunch of clues to follow on that have been found during the room search.
Yeah.
And now it's time for Hercule Poirot to start to put things together. So, without any further ado, since we used all the do making dinner last night, let's go ahead and get things started. Bonnie gets the mouse, I get the keyboard, and away we go.
Yeah. I talked a couple of theories, but like the last one we talked on, I just spotted a major error in it. But I'll save that for later.
Alright, we'll save that for when we get to it.
Or actually, I think I can say this without spoiling what we were talking about.
Okay.
When did any of the people involved have the chance to swipe the gun?
Would have been in everything.
Okay. So we talked to Cordelia, Jane's over here, no one else is here.
Now we need to start talking. Alright.
May I ask you a few questions about the death of Lynette Doyle?
You're making a big fuss over nothing. It's not worth it. The world is full of useless rich people.
A murder has been committed, and it will not go unpunished.
Alright.
Yeah, you're not helping your case, sir.
Yeah.
Getting some fresh air?
No, I'm meditating. I learned meditation at an ashram in India. It changed my life.
Alright.
Can you tell me about your evening yesterday?
I don't see why, but let's get on with it. I took Cornelia for a walk ashore. We returned around 10 p.m., just before they lifted the gangway back onto the boat.
Blatant
I
lies.
lingered on deck alone
What?
for a while, and then went back to my cabin a little before midnight.
Did you hear anything that night?
I think I heard something like a cork popping. I can't remember when, but there were still people around because I heard a commotion. People running on the upper deck.
And nothing
That would
else?
have been the Simon
Ah, yes.
situation.
I think I heard a splash, but I don't remember when.
And you didn't leave your cabin during the night?
No, too bad. I didn't get to take part in the excitement.
Come now, Mr. Ferguson. Don't be childish.
Flash in the night. I can guess what that was.
Pew pew.
Yep.
Easiest way to get rid of it.
Yep. Keep six it.
What can you tell me about Lynette Doyle's pearl necklace?
It symbolizes the decadence of Western materialistic society, which Lynette Doyle epitomized to perfection. Like her, our society is of course destined to crumble. That's a certainty.
I've often noticed that those who espouse your philosophy, if it can be called a philosophy, are often the very people who benefit the most from it.
Yep.
All right, and we did discover a signet
Signet
ring
ring.
among his effects as Jane, which is
Which tells me what I wanted to know: if everything that Jane has found out, if the game acts as if she's already told,
Yep.
which is important for us, so
Yep.
we don't have to try to go back and forth. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's ask about it.
We found a signet ring with a peculiar coat of arms in your cabin. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before, but I can't quite place it. Perhaps you could enlighten me?
I have no idea because it's just a keepsake. Just a trinket I brought back from a trip. Nothing
Nope.
significant.
Yet, it was well hidden. In any case, this ring likely holds no importance for my investigation.
That just shows that he's a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm. How did you get on this boat if you ain't got money, honey?
A pro bono.
Cruise. Hi, Jane.
Hey, Jane. Martha knows me.
Good morning, sir. The captain has asked me to investigate last night's tragedy. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Of
Mhm.
course, anything I can do.
A bit boring, staying here, doing nothing.
No, it's fine. I look forward to moments when I can peacefully get lost in my thoughts.
All right.
Can you tell me what you did last night?
Like every night, I get off the boat for the curfew watch. The captain raises the gangway, and I stay on the dock all night to ensure that no one boards or disembarks during the curfew.
And no one could have boarded or left the boat during the night?
No, no one, not even me. And this morning, when the gangway was lowered, the captain asked me to stay here and continue to keep watch. Since then, only Miss Royce has asked to come on board.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't here. You can confirm that. He has no stake. We can trust that information. New connections available, but let's finish
Do
this
you have
conversation.
any information about Mrs. Doyle's pearl necklace?
No, apart from the fact that it is very beautiful.
All right, we've got connections.
All right, let's make some connections.
How was it committed? Where's the weapon? Where's the necklace?
Air connection.
All right. Okay, that is not where I wanted to go. Happened between midnight and 2 a.m. Nope. 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 Okay, that could be what it connects to. Probably is, but I'm gonna look for everything else. Yeah, no. Nobody left, which means it was a passenger or staff.
Yeah, murder is still on,
Now that is a good answer.
obviously.
Rolling around to check if there's anything else that we need to roll over. All right.
All right. Awesome. Down this
I'll look in the lounge door. Okay, so they're playing.
Michael.
Yes.
We've been on this boat for 2 days, and I believe we haven't had a chance to really talk yet.
Indeed. It's too bad it's under such a terrible circumstances.
I would have much preferred to talk to you about my archaeological discovery yesterday. I'm sure it would have fascinated you.
We thought it. Yeah. Yeah.
I apologize. Did you seek some peace and quiet coming here?
I'm just admiring Abu Simbel. What a splendor. I'm very sorry I missed your demonstration.
All right.
Could you tell
Last
me
night.
your movements last night?
Of course. Time for the interrogation. Let's see. After dinner, I read on the deck. I went to bed around 10 p.m. and woke up around 8 a.m. this morning. Nothing out of the ordinary, I'm afraid.
And you didn't see or hear anything?
Now that you mention it, I was awakened in the middle of the night by a loud splash, as if someone had thrown a stone into the water.
Do you remember what time it was? Did you go to investigate?
It was after midnight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, I stayed in bed.
Which means whatever was thrown after a murder window
Lynette Doyle's pearl
or during
necklace
it.
has gone missing. Do you know anything about it?
I am not an expert, but I can tell you that pearls of that size are extremely rare. The necklace must be worth a small fortune. I wouldn't be surprised if it was stolen, and possibly the motive for the murder.
It is certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
He does have a good point there. All right, to the pool hall.
You don't.
Nice shot. But one good shot doesn't make a game.
Most certainly, my friend. And the next shot promises to be even more difficult.
Excuse me, gentlemen, for interrupting. But would you have a moment to answer a few questions?
Of course. Anything I can do to help.
Right now? Can't we at least finish our game?
I could insist, monsieur.
Take the interviews and then finish the game.
All right, who do we go to first? Cooperative guy or the less than cooperative guy?
Let's get it over with him first.
Rip off the band-aid quickly.
Yep. Right. Because he knows Joanna Southwood, who is the other possibility for the J that we are aware of, and the missing record player.
Could you tell me your movements last night, Mr. Allerton?
Allerton,
So
yeah.
politely. We all had dinner together. Then I went to bed around 11 p.m. I was awakened by noise. Miss Robson calling Mr. Hayashi, footsteps, and then Dr. Bessner talking. After that, I went back to sleep and heard nothing else until this morning.
Last night's meal. I'm sure I was the only one drinking wine at our table.
It's on
Lynette Doyle's pearl necklace disappeared last night.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about that?
You're the first to tell me the news. I didn't even know it had been stolen. The thief will make a fortune if he can sell it, but he doesn't stand a chance if you're there to stop him.
Very well. Thank you for your testimony. Let's move on.
All right. I will also say that him specifying it was stolen does not seem suspicious to me, given the context of everything else going on.
Yeah.
That could be a clue in other circumstances, but stolen is a reasonable assumption.
Yeah.
Mr. Allerton, Don't you want to enjoy some
Lynette
sunshine?
had been
If you
moved
move
in
the
yet.
billiard table
Yeah.
outside, I'd be happy to.
Fair enough.
We found a message signed J in a hollow book. We also found a J traced in blood on Lynette Doyle's wall. A coincidence, perhaps?
If you think I killed Lynette, you're nuts. But, well, okay. The J in the message is for Joanna Southwood. Joanna is my cousin. You know her, right? She
Hmm.
told me you met her at Chimatant, the night that fool's wedding proposal backfired.
Yes, she was the engagement ring's thief.
Who saved Lynette from a disastrous marriage.
Given the recent circumstances, we can say an even more disastrous marriage has occurred.
True.
But
But she
very
meant
well.
well.
It is your cousin who sends mysterious messages in hollow books?
Yes, we've done it since we were kids. There's no harm in it.
We'll leave it like that then, for the moment.
Okay.
All right, we need to finalize that. Okay, hit the that again. Okay,
There we go.
we're back going. Sorry about that, everyone. We have some difficulties.
Yeah.
We
Another record
noticed
player.
that the stylus of your record player is missing from your cabin.
Yes. I lost it somewhere while we were shifting our luggage in Aswan.
That's unfortunate. The record player won't work without it.
Hmm. Okay, so he genuinely doesn't know where it went.
Okay,
Actually, I have a dumb idea where it might be.
where
It's in the box. Somebody was tired of hearing the same records.
possible?
That is my current guess.
All right,
All right.
all right. That's up too far.
Our accountant who specifically wanted to not be recognized by the legal advice. It was his recording.
So, Mr. Hayashi, who's winning?
Without bragging, I believe I can safely say I'm in a better position than Mr. Allerton. But the game is far from over.
Could you
Really?
please tell me your movements last night?
The evening started innocently enough. We were playing cards.
Mhm.
Let's
His
see.
In the
perspective.
early part of the evening, playing bridge with the Doyles and Mr. Pennington.
Waiter, a drink, a double gin.
This lines up with Cornelia's.
Simon, are you playing or what?
Sorry.
Awfully distractible from the game for someone with gambling.
I have no idea.
To revenge. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Are you coming, darling?
I think I'll stay a bit longer. Maybe have one last quick one, read a magazine.
Well, I suppose that's it. I'm going to head out too. Have a good evening.
Everything matches up.
When our game was over, Mr. Pennington and Mrs. Doyle went to bed. As for me, I simply moved to a sofa to read my book. I admit, it was an old murder mystery. Mr. Doyle stayed on his sofa, and Mr. Belfort started talking to Miss Robson. Steward Samir remained behind the counter until 11:30 p.m. Poor child. She had to put up with the woman's incessant questions. She was clearly drunk, but the little girl was at a loss what to do. It was a distressing sight.
You've had quite enough drinks, Jackie.
When the argument started to escalate, I seized the opportunity to discreetly slip away. Nothing makes me more uncomfortable than public confrontations. I paused for a moment, leaning on the railing of the deck. I could still hear them shouting inside, and I was relieved to have gotten out. I felt a pang of sympathy for poor Miss Robson, who wasn't as lucky as I was. That's when I heard the gunshot.
Mr. Hayashi! Mr. Hayashi! She shot him! Oh, she shot him!
Oh, God. Oh, I wish I were dead. What have I done? What have I done?
Hush, dear. Hush.
Get her to her cabin, Hayashi. Miss Robson, get that hospital nurse of yours. Don't leave her. Make quite sure she's safe with the nurse looking after her. Then get hold of old Bessner and bring him here. For God's sake, don't let any news of this get to my wife.
I'll drown myself. I'll drown myself. I'm not fit to live. Oh, Simon. Simon.
Better get hold of Miss Bowers. I'll stay while you get her.
I must go to him. Oh, Simon, Simon, how could I? Let me go. Let me throw myself overboard. Let me kill myself.
You must stay here. Don't make a fuss. Pull yourself together. It's all right, I tell you. I looked after Mr. Belfort until Miss Robson returned with Miss Bowers.
Now then, what's all this?
As Miss Bowers seemed to have the situation well in hand, I rushed off to wake Dr. Bessner. Dr. Bessner!
Who's that? Stop making such a racket.
It's Doyle. He's been shot. Mr. Belfort shot him. He's in the salon. Can you come?
Which means he had plenty.
Let's see. It's not pretty, but it could be much worse. The bone is fractured, and there's considerable blood loss. Mr. Hayashi, help me carry him to my cabin. Perfect. Come and help us. You'll be more useful than Mr. Hayashi, who I see is in the process of collapsing. You're not going to let me down, are you?
Don't worry. I'll do what I can.
Yeah, he couldn't stomach it.
I confess, I've never been very comfortable with blood, so I mostly helped to clear the procession way to the doctor's cabin. I was surprised and pleased by young Miss Robson's mental strength and composure. It was as if she had been waiting for this moment to bloom. I stayed near the door to get some fresh air while the doctor attended to Mr. Doyle. The groans he made, it was terrible.
Well, this is the best I can do. You've been brave. I'm going to give you something to help you sleep. And your wife? What should we do about your wife?
She needn't know till the morning. You mustn't blame Jackie. It's been all my fault. I treated her disgracefully. She didn't know what she was doing.
Yes, I understand.
My fault, Miss Robson. Someone ought to stay with her. She might hurt herself.
It's all right, Mr. Doyle. Miss Bowers is going to stay with her all night.
Mr. Hayashi, the gun. You mustn't leave it lying around.
Quite right. I'll go and get hold of it now. I searched the entire lounge for a good 10 minutes, but I couldn't find that damn revolver anywhere. It had completely vanished. I'm bothered. I can't find that revolver.
What? How is that possible? Did you look everywhere?
Of course, I looked everywhere. It dropped out of the girl's hand. She kicked it away and it went under a settee. It isn't under that settee now.
But who could have taken it? It's curious, that. But I don't see what we can do about it. Both of you go to bed. I'll watch over him tonight. And thank you. Your help has been invaluable.
I did my best. Good luck.
Thank you, Doctor.
I wished Miss Robson a good night and went to my cabin. I've never been so happy to go to bed. It took me a while to fall asleep, but eventually I did.
And after all that?
I went back to my cabin, say 30 minutes past midnight.
Your cabin is the closest one to the lounge, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Did you notice or hear anything unusual after you returned to your cabin?
Well, I think I heard a noise, like a splash, just before falling asleep. It was probably around 1 a.m. or so, but I'm not certain.
Very well, Mr. Hayashi. Thank you again for your cooperation. The splash could have been the murder weapon being thrown into the water by the killer.
And that all lines up with Cordelia's testimony exactly. I think we've got two people whose stories corroborate each other.
So far, so good on that.
Yeah. It also means we have two people who were in that room alone at different points who could have swiped the gun.
Right.
And that would be him and Mr. Doyle himself. Like, we haven't talked to Simon about this yet.
No.
But I'm pretty sure, even though he was dealing with a gunshot wound, he would have noticed someone else taking the gun.
Yeah.
Alternatively, since Hayashi was with him and the rest of the brigade on the way to the doctor's room, it could have been swiped then before he went back.
Yeah, but accomplished.
No. So we have two obviously possibles.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Okay. I'm going to throw in that Doyle is slightly doubtful because gunshot wound.
Yeah.
Either he had way more stamina than we realized, even after being shot in the freaking knee, to get the gun and then get back up on the settee afterwards.
Yeah.
Or
if this is more realistic, we would have seen bloodstains there and everything. And if he'd moved around, we would have seen bloodstains on the floor, but we don't have any of that at all forensically. So
yeah. So with that in mind, I'm going to say doubtful that Simon has it.
Yeah. At least for now.
Okay, the necklace. You've worked with rich people before based on some implications we've had. You would know something about its value.
Can you tell me anything about the disappearance of Lynette Doyle's pearl necklace?
Monsieur Poirot, I swear to you, I knew nothing of it until you informed me of its disappearance.
In that case, I believe you have told me all I needed to know for now.
All right. And the audio recording.
Mr. Hayashi, we discovered something very interesting while searching your cabin.
Oh, do tell.
You're not on this ship just for a holiday. You are actually here to spy on Mr. Pennington. I had my suspicions when you advised Mrs. Doyle not to rush into signing the papers. But with what we found in your cabin, my suspicions are now confirmed.
Nice part acting.
Well, I suppose the game is up, as you detectives
Very
say.
realistic.
You are correct. I'm one of many employees of the Ridgeway Empire.
And Mrs. Doyle invited a simple employee on holiday with her?
I'm hardly a simple employee, as you suggest. I was secretly sent by my uncle, Mrs. Doyle's solicitor, to keep an eye on Mr. Pennington.
He's been caught.
He nor Mrs. Doyle knew who I am.
You were suspicious of Mr. Pennington, Mrs. Doyle's right-hand man, and a trusted friend.
I don't know all the details, but my uncle discovered some unreported financial movement in Mrs. Doyle's accounts over several months.
Ding, 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 ding.
We suspected Mr. Pennington of misconduct. When we learned he was in Egypt, it raised a red flag for us.
So your mission was to protect Mrs. Doyle from Mr. Pennington?
If necessary. The Ridgeway dynasty's fortune attracts the interest of many unscrupulous characters. And now, with Mrs. Doyle's tragic death, it seems our fears may have been justified.
I see. I thank you for your frankness, monsieur.
Okay. So now we know who he really is.
Yep. Which might be something we can fill in on the secrets.
Yep.
Miss Royce.
Okay. We've reached a crux point.
I was looking for you too, Mr. Poirot. Time to share information? The murder weapon is not at the scene of the crime or in Mr. Belfort's cabin. Why would the murderer get rid of the weapon? It would make more sense to use it to incriminate her.
Good point.
Okay, we've probably got some connections, but let's wait for things to roll through
Yes,
because it
let's
won't
wait
give
for
it to
everything
us.
to roll.
Yep.
2 new connections in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's make some connections.
Where is the? Okay, that was the connection. It's missing. There was a splash. It got chucked into the ocean.
It may have been.
Exactly. That's it.
Another one.
Poirot is tired. He was the only one who drank wine. I'm kind of glad that they're restricting how many clues are available in any one circuit. Right.
Which one was it?
I feel like 1966
Yeah,
was
I'm
familiar.
guessing that.
Yay!
It's fancy enough that he would have.
If someone wanted to drug Mr. Poirot, the task is not impossible. He pours from his own bottle uncorked at the table. The perpetrator could rely on it, and no one else would be drugged. Mr. Poirot should better check on this by himself. I was born to be a detective.
With that in mind, new avenue of investigation, namely investigate the wine bottle. Okay, so that's our connections for the moment. Okay. So is the bottle still on the table or is it down here?
We had maybe talk to Mark.
The question is, where is Bart?
No, there's someone behind. Okay, there's wine bottles.
Passengers on the Karnac are treated to the best wines.
Ah, so she's not the one who can investigate this. No. Poirot needs to check it.
Okay. Go ahead and flip.
Yep.
It may be time to compare notes with Mr. Poirot.
And there's our cue that they swap info.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, it's leaving us here. Which makes sense. That's where we were.
That's where we were.
So we've got a wine bottle to look at.
Mm-hmm. Go check it out.
So we're gonna have to go through the mechanics now. We were just on the wrong side of the ship. So I'm guessing they've got places for whoever the other is to hang in every room we leave them. That's the one we're interested in.
Yeah.
That's my personal bottle. Well, an experiment is necessary to find out if it's been drugged. I must find a way of making sure there was sleeping powder in my wine. And I have only the equipment around me, so it's not going to be easy. But if it was easy, anyone could do it. Let's give it a go. Yes, that might work. I'm going to try to separate the elements that make up the wine with absorbent paper. But first, I need to reduce the pigments in the wine, which would get in the way.
Okay, quite frankly, you have a better chance
All
of
right.
nailing this than me.
Alright. The color in there can be degraded. What do we got?
We have paper, lemon juice, water, coffee,
no,
vinegar, and detergent.
My choice, first choice is going to be the vinegar. Changes the pH. Okay.
I may have done way too much.
All right, and now let's add the lemon juice.
Mixing different products could be
Okay.
dangerous. Okay, so it's one at a time.
That doesn't seem to change anything, which makes sense, since wine and vinegar
Okay.
have the same
Let's
pH.
take a closer look. Who's showing us pHs? Okay. pH of 3.
2, 7. Well, if we're trying to dilute it, then I would think maybe water. But if we're looking for most different,
Yeah, let's add detergent.
okay, that one. That's going up.
You're doing.
I'm on the right track. But it seems I've gone overboard.
You're doing what's called phoresis. All right, so let's do the detergent again, but do it when it's green, not when it's yellow.
He was talking
Right there.
about breaking down the pigments.
Yeah.
So either that or when it,
Yeah.
if that doesn't work, then when
Then
it's
you'll
clear.
do it even sooner.
I'm getting closer to the solution.
Okay. All right,
But
we'll try it
something
again,
is off.
but we'll just get it to where it's the clear.
Okay.
Oh, I can see the pH meter. Nope.
It's clear.
Okay.
And he said he wanted to break down the pigments.
We need to get a little. There we go.
Test strip.
Solution.
Yep.
The wine is transparent enough to see the result without masking it. And there is indeed an intruder. I count 4 spots instead of 3.
It would be that one right there.
He's a pharmacist, so I trust him.
As
Because
I
I've done experiments
expected,
like this before.
my wine does contain a chemical compound that shouldn't be there. Something has been added to it. Given the strong reaction of the strip, it wasn't a small amount, and therefore it wasn't an accident. Someone has deliberately drugged me. Exactly.
You're the one who would know.
Someone did drug me last night. But why? It's logical. Any meticulous criminal would want to avoid having Hercule Poirot present and alert during his misdeed. So he would have drugged me to remove me as a threat. Which means.
Crime was premeditated.
This clue proves that the crime was carefully premeditated. The fact that my bottle had been drugged before the murder, possibly several hours before, proves that the killer had as long as an hour or more before removing me as a danger.
Okay.
Oh, we know that for certain. We could interview the cook while we're here. We need to talk to him about wine security.
Good morning, sir. The captain has asked me to investigate last night's tragedy. I have a few questions for you.
Of course, ask away. I want to help in any way I can.
I hope you are not too overwhelmed by the tragedy.
I confess I fell behind because I was standing guard at Mrs. Doyle's cabin for the captain this morning, but I'm managing.
Can you
All
tell
right,
me
where
your
were you?
movements yesterday evening?
Let's see. I finished my shift and hurried to tidy up everything so I could join the captain and Samir for a role-playing game. It must have been around 10 p.m. We lost track of time and stopped playing around 3 a.m. Have you
Also
ever played our
consistent.
game? It's called Pyramids and Sphinx.
I'm afraid not. You didn't see or hear anything unusual?
In our bedroom down in the hold? No, not really. Only Samir when he fell in the river of lava.
A river of lava? How unfortunate.
Yeah. Typical RP shenaniganery.
Yep.
All right, the necklace.
What can you tell me about Mrs. Doyle's pearl necklace?
Nothing, I'm afraid. I didn't notice it. I didn't even know who she was until I heard about her death.
Not surprising because he's always going to be in the kitchen.
Okay, while I'm thinking about it, we did acquire a secret about the clerk that we should probably add to his profile.
Okay.
Because I remember that that function exists.
Okay.
Okay, so must be the other way then. Secret. Investigating his business, maybe?
On his freelance mission.
Okay, links. Is
his uncle is the one who hired him.
I don't know the uncle's name, but I don't see nephew on here. But he's technically employed by Lynette. Profile completed.
Yep.
That's the second profile we've completed.
Alright. Well, if we want to get technical, we can have the secret about the author being a closet alcoholic.
Probably.
Yeah.
Completed.
I had to see your picture there, so it's like, may as well.
Anyone else?
Her secret? She's dead.
Covers embezzlement and predict. Well, embezzlement is a secret of the lawyer. Had one of our employees murdered? No. We know whose secret that is.
Yeah.
Simon, he's got gambling debt. But that doesn't seem to be on the list.
Probably.
None of these quite hits the mark of anything we know about. Jacqueline. None of these really. We know she's a mess. But that's not exactly secret. We don't know any of his secrets, I think.
Not yet.
Or hers that I know of.
We do know about the nurse.
We need to correct something. They're cousins. Still doing us out good. Alright, it's by last name. Okay, we don't know any secrets concerning you. Weirdly enough, that did not complete it.
Okay, so maybe she's not.
He had it. Okay. Unless Marie hid it there, or somebody else did.
Or.
Okay. You're an embezzler. Activity. You are. Trying to think what works best.
Word. Anything.
What's this? What's an annuitant?
That means you live off of an annuity.
Okay.
It's probably what our lady guy is.
Well, he ain't a truck driver, that's for sure. I'm gonna put steward for the moment.
Yeah. No, would you think she's okay? Go back to him.
Okay,
it's not triggering. Not friend. Employee.
Something's not right here, but we don't know what yet. We don't know your secrets. This is our Italian guy. his name. It was either GR or RG. I remember that much. Ricketti. Rickety. He's been here a lot, though. Wasn't there a button for checking dialogue?
History.
I am an archaeologist. Okay. Secret? We don't got.
We have no idea.
Ferguson, we know your secret.
Family. I would put him as a thief. That would be a good possibility. What?
Yep. He can afford this because he's from a noble family. Or maybe it's just that he's up close enough to it. Secret, we know what you did.
Attempted murder.
Guns. I don't know why it's not saying this. I guess private detective is not quite correct. Yeah, she was doing accounts. True physiognomist. I think that's for getting enough profiles right. Oh, we've got profiles for all of these guys too. I don't think any of them tick off as complete or incomplete because they're secondary. Yeah.
That's more.
Yeah, they kind of completed themselves, it looks like.
Yeah.
I do not remember your existence.
Fine.
Was he one of the guys from an episode or two ago when we were in Egypt?
Could be.
Or when we were being chased around the house? Yeah.
And cousin. Miller.
Activity. I have no flying clue what she does. We could check history.
Yeah.
Oh, unemployed.
Okay.
It gave it to us for unemployed.
Okay.
Right. Luis. He is a servant. Thought I saw that as an option.
Yeah.
Is there servant? I work for the Doyles. Yep. That's the wine bottle. Listen though. Question what was going on. So she's practically a handmaiden.
Alright, so.
Nothing's quite. Or maid, maybe. We don't really have. We can check it again. Louise has not introduced her last name. We've never been told her last name. Unless the Doyles mentioned it at some point, but we don't know. We also don't know what secrets she's keeping. Ah, Dr. Bessner, whose first name I don't know we picked up. Alright, he was an opera singer. That's his secret. Okay.
Activity doctor.
He's a duck, and he was a former opera singer. I think our best act. We were talking with Ms. Adelaide when she basically introduced everybody. Let's review her dialogue and see if she mentioned his first name. Adele, cocktail party. It wouldn't happen any earlier than this. Took the liberty of asking the steward to bring the preferred wine, and she knew what it was. Always attentive. Robson and Miss Van Schuyler, cousins, I think we got that. Ferguson. Dr. Bessner, she did not. She did not get his. So she did not give us his name, so we don't know. Activity. I don't know what she does. She's traveling all over the place.
Then he retired.
Honestly, likely. Okay. Her secrets are unknown. I feel like your secret's gonna be linked to the pocket watch. City. Given her age. He also strikes me as retired. Secret, I don't know. She's picked at everybody. As much as we know about her, we already tried.
Her secret is all get out.
Yeah. Guido, we don't know enough about. We don't know his first name. We don't know your last name or your secret. So I think we filled out everything we can because I don't even know who you are. Like, what even is our history with this guy? Does not exist.
We don't have a history.
What are you doing here, sir?
Alright.
Okay. Time to continue with interviews. Oh, that is not the correct direction.
Alright.
My mouse control is all over the place. Or right back in the diner. Okay, we've talked to the bartender. Talked to you and we had nothing clean. Not quite.
Okay, so we went that way.
We basically went to the lounge and then we went under the boat and back around.
Yeah. And in the lounge we talked to the dining guy near the bow.
Yep. Which we went into the lounge. We'll go up the stairs in a minute. I just want to check that there's nobody on the railing.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Going that way.
People we already know about. Tim Allerton. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's. Yeah. I got my logistics.
Alright, we got it sorted.
Alright.
Now upstairs to talk to everyone else with relatives. There might be people on the top floor, but who's in here? Miss Schuyler.
Let's start
with Miss Schuyler.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Miss Van Schuyler. May I ask you a few questions?
It would be a waste of time for both of us.
It's just a formality. I promise my visit will be brief.
Alright, let's start with the least important.
How are you, madame?
The heat is stifling, the people are intolerable, the staff is dreadful. And then there's this murder business. I must admit the view is tolerable.
You have nothing good to say about anything or anyone.
What time did you go to bed last night?
Oh, there you go, asking questions anyway. I usually go to bed at 10 p.m., but last night I lost 10 minutes because that foolish Cornelia was searching for my shawl, which of course she didn't find. Do you remember?
Yep.
Yes, of course. Did you hear anything unusual?
I'm a light sleeper. I was woken up by that vulgar woman, Lynette Doyle's maid, saying, "Good night, madame," in an annoying voice. Then I fell asleep again. Later, I was woken up by some noise on the deck.
I don't suppose you can tell me who made the noise.
Oh, but I can. I got up to see. Rosalie Otterborn was on the deck in front of her cabin. It looked like she was throwing something into the water. I'm not sure what she was up to, but I'm certain it was her. I saw her face clearly. She went back into her cabin, and I returned to bed.
Rosalie Otterborn. At last. Who would have thought this annoying woman would prove to be a useful witness?
Good
Oh,
point.
Do you
goodness.
remember what time it was?
I can tell you the exact time. It was 1:10 a.m. by my bedside clock.
That was very informative. Thank you, madame.
All right. That was very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Either we can talk to Rosalie to find out what she chucked over the edge, or we've just pinpointed an accomplice.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam. Pearl
Did you
necklace.
know that Lynette Doyle's pearl necklace had gone missing?
No, I didn't. That's a shame. It was one of the few pleasant things to look at on this boat.
Hmm.
I could point back at you, madam, but that would be rude.
I'm wondering.
What you thinking?
When it didn't have trigger the nurse as being a jewel thief, who would the nurse be most likely to cover for?
Her employer.
Exactly. Marius should see what happens.
We found quite an eclectic collection of items in your jewelry box.
You put through my jewelry box? How dare you?
No lead can be left unexamined, madame.
We just said there was a necklace missing.
Who do you think you are, you insignificant little French upstart?
I am a
Belgian.
Belgian upstart, madame. Come now, calm yourself. This extreme situation calls for extreme measures. I apologize for any inconvenience caused.
You tell her, Poirot.
All right, we'll get out of your hair.
All right, but we need to look at a connection.
Oh, yeah. All right. We know there was a splash.
That's it?
Emphasis is May.
Yeah, we don't know yet. So far, Rosalie doesn't have any kind of motive.
Yeah, we don't have any motive or opportunity.
It's like, okay. I'm mentally trying to trace relationships because, like, who brought them? She's Miss Van Schuyler's nurse, right?
What's that?
She's Miss Van Schuyler's nurse, right?
Yeah.
Or Miss Bowers is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is the employer thing, then this is unrelated. Or the jewel thievery was going on at one. So it's sounding like we may have a collision of schemes here.
Yeah, I think we got two separate, unrelated crimes.
Yeah. I mean, 3 if you count Simon getting shot, but we know what happened there. We have 2 reliable witnesses.
All right, let me throw this theory out. Remember when I was talking earlier before we started the show?
Yeah.
About the possibility of Simon being behind all this and teaming with Jacqueline Delaford as
the obvious red herring that's easy to disprove.
Okay. How about
Which
this
I
theory?
questioned because when could Simon have gotten his hands on the gun?
Yeah.
He was left alone, but then we talked further and it was like, okay, but could he have gotten back to the love seat?
Alright, let me throw this theory out.
Let's pick this up.
Maybe he's in cahoots with someone else. Like a poor little maid who's maybe infatuated with him, or that he has the promise of getting all this money.
Here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been outright spelled out, but all of the behavior surrounding Rosalie says that she likes Tim.
Oh, that's true.
And
she has been hanging around him quite a bit.
Yeah, she has. And the two of them are also paired up as, oh snap, I just made another connection.
What?
Who are the people who were also present when the snake bracelet was stolen? And what was the methodology of the snake bracelet being stolen? The methodology of the snake bracelet is it was swiped and it was hidden inside an ordinary object easy to move.
Right.
Who was in both places? The Otterborns,
Mm-hmm.
the Allertons, and the Van Schoylers.
Right.
We have the same MO of a jewel thief.
Uh-huh.
In this case, instead of a camera, it's being hidden inside a not the sewing machine. Where did we find it? We found it inside a thing.
The medicine box.
The medicine box. We found it in the medicine box.
Right.
Where it would be easy to conceal.
Right.
Because, like, anyone who doesn't know medicine might not even realize there was a puzzle. It's just, oh, I guess there's these wires on these things. Okay. So the jewel thievery has the same MO, and it's suggested that it might have to do with the Van Schoylers, given where we found one of them.
Right.
The other possibility is that there was some kind of tag team between Rosalie and Tim, which is a theory I had but never got confirmed because we never actually busted them for it.
Right.
Although I think that was a gameplay setup, because if we knew who stole that, we'd have immediate fingers to point at who stole the pearls.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's possibility of team-ups. We almost certainly have two different schemes colliding, because the murderer would not have necessarily... Well, the murderer could have swiped the pearls, but I feel like... Okay.
That's going off a long way to...
Yeah.
Unless they were getting caught in the act.
Yeah, here's my thought. The motivation of this murder is not likely to be the pearls.
No.
That's not the setup here.
Agreed.
It took too much time, too much effort.
Too much planning.
Too much planning from just a piece of jewelry.
Right.
They could have... Which means whoever this is, a really, really easy red herring would have been to swipe the pearls and then throw them overboard.
With the intent of going back to get them.
Or perhaps the intent of just confusing people. Confuse the motive.
Yeah.
Make it look like it was a financially theft-motivated murder. And also, because on the alternative, if you just wanted the pearls, you could have stolen just the pearls and not killed anybody over it.
Sorry, Critwitch, I haven't been talking here. I haven't... The main screen I look at for the for the stuff.
Yeah, it hasn't pulled
hasn't been
up.
pulling everything up. So yeah, I guess this one is a shit. Okay, so
yeah,
we'll
have to keep an eye on that one.
Not
instead.
ignoring you, Critwitch. We're just looking at the wrong screen.
Okay. So we're stacking up our alibis.
Yeah.
We have, at minimum, two different schemes colliding. The one who wanted the pearls and the ones who wanted Lynette dead.
Yep.
We also have a scheme collision with Pennington,
right.
trying to cover up.
Ah, Mr. Poirot. There you are at last. I was wondering when you would come to see me. You think I'm the one who killed the poor girl, don't you?
No, you needed her to cover your stuff up.
Jumping to conclusions only hurts the legs. But it's true that after the incident at Abu Simbel, your name is quite high on my list of suspects.
I suspected as much. Please go ahead, interrogate me. I have nothing to hide.
Did we start with the obvious then? No.
No, let's fill it up.
What are you drinking?
Whiskey. Any objection?
None. Your liver is your own.
All right, last night.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
Well, you were there when I played bridge with the Doyles. Then that woman showed up, and Lynette wanted to go to bed, so we stopped the game. I went to my cabin soon after.
What time is
Verified.
it?
Around 11:30 p.m., I think.
Did you see or hear anything unusual during the night?
Around midnight, there was a commotion in the next cabin, Dr. Bessner's cabin. I didn't pay much attention to it. I drifted off
Fair.
again, slept till morning.
Nothing
Taking
else?
care of son.
Hmm.
That's all I have to say. You're wasting your time with me. You should look into that girl, the one who's half French, Jacqueline de Belfort. There's something suspicious about her.
Rest assured, I won't overlook anyone.
We looked into her a bit, but
All right.
yeah.
Pearl necklace.
You were close to Mrs. Doyle. What can you tell me about her pearl necklace?
A very beautiful piece, worth a small fortune. Because of its value, it was quite tricky to insure. That's all I can tell you.
And were you aware that it went missing last night?
Ah, you see? I was right to have it insured.
Fair response.
Which is not a foolish thing to do for jewelry like that of that kind of a value, and it being hidden away, disappearing, being able to cash in on the insurance.
Yeah.
That's a nice little wrinkle.
But that does not strike me as a planned thing. Like,
No.
he's got no connection to theirs.
Yeah.
Your cabin was searched. We found a note clearly indicating that you used Mrs. Doyle's money, formerly Miss Ridgway, for dubious investments.
Nonsense. I merely borrowed the money, as is my prerogative, and unfortunately the investments went awry. All I wanted was to help Lynette diversify her portfolio, but I felt guilty enough. I fully intended to recoup her losses, but such a sum isn't easily gathered at the snap of a finger.
Her death suits you then. You no longer need to repay anything. And Mr. Doyle being far easier to swindle than his late wife.
Careful, sir. Don't poke your mustache where it doesn't belong. Lynette was like part of my family. I swore to her father on his deathbed that I would look after her. How dare you insinuate that I would take advantage of the death of someone so dear to my heart?
I make no apologies. I'm simply following wherever my mustache leads me.
Your story is rational. Is it a lie? Very likely. But it also has a very good likelihood of being the truth.
You can't really prove either way.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Ness has disappeared. Time to talk to our red plaid herring.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Mr. Belfort. You're finally out of your cabin.
Good to see you, Monsieur Poirot. Yes, your colleague came by a while ago and told Miss Bowers and me that all the cabins must be searched. So, I'm enjoying the Egyptian sun.
Okay, here we go.
Do you remember our conversation at the Imperial Nile Hotel, Mr. Belfort?
I remember it very well. I know you warned me.
Yet, you didn't listen to me.
It's true. I followed Simon and Lynette on the boat, but I am not a murderer.
Given the direction the evidence is leading, I am inclined to believe you, madam.
What did you do last night?
It's a bit hazy. I admit I had a bit to drink.
Okay,
After
we
our
get
dinner
her
last
view.
night, I went to the lounge. Yes, all I wanted was to keep turning Simon and Lynette's honeymoon into a nightmare. I admit I drank a lot of alcohol. Well, I decided what to do to cause a nice little scene.
And went way too far.
Now, I want to look for any differences.
Waiter, a drink, a double gin.
Because we're going to see anything different. What's going to happen here. Especially as soon as see what happens when she's singing.
Twitchy hand.
To revenge.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Are you coming, darling?
I think I'll stay a bit longer. Maybe have one last quick one, read a magazine.
Line for line.
I love how we're getting
Well,
the train.
I suppose that's it. I'm going to head out too. Have a good evening.
I do find it interesting that Pennington was staring at the notary the entire line.
Robson. Cornelia, right? Tell me about yourself.
About me? I'm not very interesting.
And
Who
we can
are
see someone
you?
on the
Where
far
are you
side.
from? I want to know everything.
Why are you interested?
Good
Why
question.
are you avoiding my questions? We girls must stick together. I kept questioning Miss Robson about her tiny, boring life, doing everything I could to make her stay. I absolutely wanted to make Simon uncomfortable, but he remained
That's amazing.
impassive, pretending I didn't exist. I was seething inside, and with the help of alcohol, I finally lashed out.
And we have excellent drawing classes.
Simon, I want another drink.
You've had quite enough drinks, Jackie.
What damned business is it of yours?
Go to bed, Jackie. You're drunk.
If you're embarrassed, Simon dear, you'd better leave the room.
Okay, there's him leaving.
And Cornelia's gonna try to make a break as well.
I really must. It's so late.
You're not to go. You're to stay and hear what I've got to say.
You're making a fool of yourself. For God's sake, go to bed.
You're afraid of a scene, aren't you? That's because you're so English, so reticent. You want me to behave decently, don't you? You damned fool. Do you think you could treat me as you have done and get away with it? I told you that I'd kill you sooner than see you go to another woman. You're my man, do you hear? You belong to me. I'll shoot you like a dog, like the dirty dog you are.
It wasn't in the Japanese, in the notaries, because he wasn't in the room.
Mr. Hayashi! Mr. Hayashi!
There's the gun.
There it is right there.
Shot him!
But yeah,
I didn't mean. Oh my God. I didn't really mean.
you kicked it there.
Oh, I wish I were dead. What have I done? What have I done?
Hush, dear. Hush.
He was in the room when she did it.
Miss Robson, get that hospital nurse
Yeah.
of yours. Don't leave her.
I wanted to double check
Make
that
sure
detail
she's safe with the nurse looking after her. Then get hold of old Bessner and
because
bring
his
him here.
perspective didn't show
For
him
God's
looking.
sake, don't let any news of this get to my wife.
But he was there. She did take it under the settee. It's not the one that showed him looking under, but he did look there. That's a detail I wanted to confirm.
I'll drown myself. I'm not
Looking down.
Oh, Simon. Simon.
Better get hold of Miss Bowers. I'll stay while you get her.
He's too drunk to be sure she didn't aim to kill.
I must go to him.
Or to know where it landed.
Simon, how could I? Let me go. Let me throw myself overboard. Let me kill myself.
You must stay here. Don't make a fuss. Pull yourself together. It's all right, I tell you.
Now then, what's all this? I remember feeling a sting in my arm. I hoped it would kill me.
She sedated her.
It got darker and darker until I woke up this morning.
We have no proof of sure that
Thank you, Mr. Belfort.
True. And one piece of evidence suggesting she didn't.
Yeah.
We'll deal with the photos later.
Mrs. Doyle's pearl necklace went missing last night. Do you know anything about it?
A theft? Could someone have killed her for a piece of jewelry?
Did you know that a J was also found traced on the wall using the victim's blood?
You really think that I didn't do it? I didn't do it! Oh, please believe me. Everyone will think I did it, but I didn't. I didn't. It's awful. I
wish it hadn't happened. I might have killed Simon last night. I was mad, I think. But I didn't do the other.
Calm yourself, Mr. Belfort. Don't worry. I will soon have the answer to this whole matter.
That acting. Yeah. She did not know where the bullet landed. She was too drunk to aim.
Right.
And she was incredibly fortunate that it hit him square in the knee.
Yeah.
And everyone's confirming that her immediate reaction was to completely break down.
Yeah. She was, the way they had her moving,
Yeah.
she wouldn't have, if this was an intentional shot at the leg, then.
Yeah. Her hands were shaky before she started drinking at the bar.
Yeah. So she wouldn't.
So in the
she
moment,
wouldn't have been able to get. She wouldn't have been able to do a done a cold shot like that. Unless we knew ahead of time that she was a marksman, which we don't.
Yeah. So I think what happened there is, in that moment, she intended to kill him.
Right.
But she was too drunk to actually execute it.
Too drunk and too angry. Probably not that good.
Yeah. And weirdly enough, that is possibly the best thing she could have done in that moment, because it gave her an alibi for the actual murder.
Yeah.
Her alibi is rock solid, because everything up until she was sedated is confirmed.
Yeah.
The only time she could have been alone, she was too drugged.
Knocked out.
She was too drunk. She was too weepy. She was too, I don't like using the word, but I have to here, hysterical. And she was in no state to do anything.
Yeah. It's kind of a dated and sometimes comes off as a sexist word, but her behavior there is the classical hysterical woman reaction.
Yeah. Which in this case, we would strike that as, oh boy, she traumatized in the moment. Now we have to talk about something else hard.
Yeah.
Although this might be our last interview of the night.
Yeah, we'll probably end it here, but this will be a good spot to end.
Yeah.
Okay.
We found some photos of you and Mr. Doyle in your cabin.
Yes. I admit I still hope that he will come back to me. I don't want to lose those beautiful memories with him.
I understand. But be careful with the ghosts of the past. As comforting as they might be, they may only prevent us from moving forward.
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. But I can manage my life on my own.
You haven't proved that yet.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and wrap here.
I don't think we've gotten any new connections, but let's
I was going to say, let's hit the button here.
No. Pennington left the lounge.
Nothing overhanging. Oh, and honestly, in keeping with the novel. Okay, Brex.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever read I can't remember if I read this novel or not. I'm not remembering it. And I think I may have seen the Peter Ustinov movie, unless I'm confusing it with a different Hercule Poirot Peter Ustinov movie. Alright.
Don't see any new connections, although we've had plenty of interesting data.
Yeah.
Trying to roll over these exclamation marks to just get them off the screen.
Slate for next week.
Yeah. The most obvious suspect has the most solid alibi.
Yeah.
But the fact that we know she was sedated does tell us that the nurse's testimony is suspect.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked to her.
Only because we don't have anything to corroborate the fact that any witness to corroborate that she did not leave.
Yeah. Now, a medical professional would be wise not to leave the room for very long.
Right.
It just occurred to me that there's another possibility.
Okay, fire.
Could the pearl necklace have been planted while she was watching Jacqueline?
That is a possibility.
Because let's say we've thrown the possibility of Ms. Van Schuyler being that Ms. Bowers was covering for Ms. Van Schuyler. We have thrown that possibility out there. But
could be covering for the
also possible. I'm going to say, if she was not in the room, anyone who knew the functioning of her medicine box
Yeah.
could have opened it and planted the necklace, intending to recover it at a future date.
Yeah.
And the only two who could have done that are her employer and, like, theoretically Cordelia, but Cordelia doesn't seem the type.
No, she doesn't. And we've not.
And she also has an alibi for events leading up to the murder. And she was a little too shaken. Like, she held it together really, really well.
And we don't really have opportunity for her.
Yeah.
So, all of these wonderful loose ends going on right now. The more we pull, the more clues we get, the more loose ends we pop up.
Yeah.
Sounds like a standard Agatha Christie novel. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and Steve. Alrighty. And with that, we will bring this to a close. Alright, this is getting very, very more interesting as we go, as we're getting all of these wonderful clues going here.
Yeah, goodness.
Alright, so scheduled for next week, and hopefully had some weird personal stuff going on for me this week, so things got thrown off quite a bit. Now everything should be back to whatever normal is. So we will have the weekly Skyrim serial on Wednesday, as we will continue on with our story of Tagon Seedwing as he's working his way through the Thieves Guild quests, as he is trying to find also all of the stones of Baron Zaya, because he's heard how valuable all 24 of those gems are, and he seeks to once again bring out Baron Zaya's glory. That is the name of our story there. And then Saturday, we will be back with more Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K25 universe where a number of characters from all of your favorite tabletop RPG genres compete in a ring that we call the Dice Trade. We're just a few weeks away from our next premium live event. That is the Joust, which is our version of WWE's War Games / Survivor Series. We'll be getting some good matches set up for that. And then this coming month, then a week from today, we will see what other clues we can discover as we go interrogate some more of the people here on floating on the Karnac as we try to solve the death on the Nile.
And if you've got anything to say about our current case. Oh boy. Reading the comments, yeah, the elusive normal. Normal is a setting on a dryer. Yeah. And yeah, reading that comment about her playing with Agatha Christie, playing with the ideas of expectations of women and hysteria, it's like, the evidence is leading me to believe that Jacqueline de Belfort is sincere.
Yep.
I could consider that she's acting, but the evidence says she's not.
Yeah.
But
she's
anyway.
either acting, or she and whoever she's working with have her set up with the most ironclad alibi possible, one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, if you've got anything interesting to say about the case or about income or about any of the shows that Dad just talked about, you can talk to us in our Discord. That's probably up in the chat somewhere. It's blocked by other things that are being shown at the moment, but yeah. Yeah, actually, last thing before everybody's comments, looks like. And that'll link you specifically to one channel.
Okay.
Yeah, most of our.
No spoilers, but this particular novel, Christie plays a lot with the ideas of hysteria and expectations of women of the time. Oh, cool.
Yeah, there are an awful lot of ladies on board this book.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, Agatha Christie stuff tends to be fairly balanced on that line. But it is really easy to have a lot more of one gender character than the other.
Mm-hmm.
and the Orient Express had a lot more male characters.
Sure.
So, yeah, I can see that being what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, trying to get through the spiel again this time. Anyway, Discord. We have channels for all the shows. And we have one specifically that's not about any particular show, but more about the way we want to run this channel. In this household, we believe in the power of prayer. We know it works. We've seen it at work in the lives of people around us. If you've got a situation that could use some spiritual support, you can head to the Prayer Closet channel and let us know what's going on, and we'll be praying over your situation. Or if you don't want us having the details, completely reasonable, just use the praying hands emoji. We'll take that as an unspoken prayer request. We don't need to know the details of what's going on in order to pray for you. And God cares more about the fact that someone is asking on your behalf than about how much we know. He can answer whether we know or not.
All right, so please take advantage of that if you would like that kind of spiritual support. So we're going to raid a good friend of mine and friend of the channel, Other Doc, Jim. Yes, that Jim. He's the one who, when I first was getting back into tabletop RPGs and all that, he was the first GM that let me be in a streamed game. So, that's which is where I met Prax as well. So, I have a very good fondness for Other Doc. So we're going to go ahead and raid his channel tonight. So we're going to head out to that. So thank you for coming along, y'all. And until next time, everyone, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts above you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This has been a Diet Water production.